Let me ask you something. What if your biggest failure was actually the beginning of your greatest calling? Everyone tells you, play it safe, have a backup plan. But what if safety is the very thing killing your destiny? I'm not here to tell you to fall back. I'm here to tell you, fall forward. Let's be honest. Most people never live the life they were born for. Not because they're not talented, not because they're not smart, not because they lack passion, but because they're afraid of failure, afraid of risk, afraid of what people will say, afraid of what happens if it doesn't work out, afraid to fall. But here's what I want you to hear. Fall anyway. Because if you're going to fall, if you're going to crash, if life is going to knock you down, and trust me, it will, then let it knock you forward. Fall forward. Fall into your potential. Fall into your purpose. Fall into your becoming. Because listen to me, nothing, absolutely nothing in this life is worthwhile unless you're willing to take a risk. From the moment we're born, the world starts building a box for us. A box of expectations, a box of limitations, a box of what's realistic. They hand you crayons and tell you not to color outside the lines. They give you a map and warn you not to take the roads less traveled. They tell you to be safe, be smart, be careful. They tell you to have a backup plan. They say, don't reach too high. Don't fall. Don't fail. But I'm here to break that mindset because I don't want you to fall back. I want you to fall forward. I want you to trip into greatness. I want you to stumble into transformation. I want you to fail your way to fulfillment. The people who live powerful lives, they didn't avoid falling. They embraced it. See, there are certain lessons you can only learn when you fall. There is clarity that comes from collapse. There is power that rises from pain. There is wisdom that's born from the ashes of your worst moments. You think Thomas Edison didn't feel like quitting after the 999th failure? You think Michael Jordan didn't feel pain every time he was cut from the team? You think Oprah didn't question her worth after being fired from her job? But here's what they did. They kept showing up. They kept failing forward. Because they understood something most people miss. Failure is not the end of the road. Failure is the beginning of the real journey. Let's talk about the dark days. The days when your chest is heavy. When your dreams feel like a burden instead of a blessing. When the voice in your head says, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe this isn't for me. I've been there. When I auditioned for that Broadway musical, I thought I nailed it. I walked out of that room thinking, this is it. But the truth was, I couldn't sing, and they let me know it. I didn't get the part. I didn't get the call. I didn't get the applause. But I got something far more valuable. I got resilience. Because even though the doors closed, even though I got rejected, even though my ego was bruised, I didn't stop. I didn't fall back into fear. I fell forward into faith. There's a saying, you hang around the barbershop long enough, you're gonna get a haircut. Translation, you stay in the game long enough. Eventually, the game calls your name. So I auditioned again, and again, and again. I kept walking into those rooms with more failure behind me than success. But I walked in anyway, because success is not about winning every time. It's about getting up every time. It's about showing up when no one claps. It's about believing when nothing around you is working. Years later, I was standing on a Broadway stage. The spotlight was on me. The crowd was on their feet. The applause was thundering. And guess what? It was the same exact theater where I failed that first audition, 30 years before. That's what happens when you fall forward. That's what happens when you refuse to give up. That's what happens when you believe that your failures are fuel. Now, I want to take you to the end of your life. Close your eyes and imagine this with me. You're lying on your deathbed, and around you are ghosts, but not monsters, not nightmares. These ghosts are your unfulfilled potential. The businesses you never started, the books you never wrote, the songs you never sang, the love you never gave, the risks you never took. And those ghosts, they're looking at you. They're angry. They're sad. They're disappointed. They say to you, "We came to you because only you could bring us to life. But now, we must die with you." Don't let that happen. Don't leave this world with your fire still inside you. Don't die with your best work unwritten. Don't take your dreams to the grave. You think the world needs more people who play it safe, who blend in, who follow the rules? The world is starving for people who are bold enough to be real, to live loud, to speak truth, to shake things up. Look around. This planet is hurting. From the slums of South Africa to the inner cities of the United States, from the mountains of India to the streets of Louisiana, the world needs healers, leaders, innovators, risk takers. It needs people who will fall and rise and fall again, because that's how change is born, not in perfection, but in the courage to be imperfect. So I ask you right now, not next week, not next year, not when things are easier. Right now, what are you going to do with what you have? I'm not asking what you wish you had. I'm not asking what someone else has. I'm asking what's already in your hands. Some of you have time. Use it. Some of you have creativity. Build with it. Some of you have fire. Burn the excuses down. Some of you have money. Give with it. Some of you have kindness. Speak it. Some of you have pain. Transform it. Whatever you've got, big or small, multiply it. You weren't given a gift to keep it locked away. You were given that gift to change the game. I've come to believe something. It's not just talent that separates the great from the forgotten. It's not just hard work. It's not even intelligence. It's fire. It's that internal decision that says, I don't care how many times I fall, I'm going to get back up. And every time I do, I'm falling forward. It's that whisper inside that says, keep going when no one's clapping. Show up even when the world's forgotten your name. That's what faith is. It's trusting the climb when you can't see the summit. It's believing that every closed door is preparing you for a better one. It's falling forward, even when your knees are shaking. Your life will not be a straight path. Stop expecting it to be. It will not be linear. It will not be clean. It will not be perfect. It will be messy. It will be complicated. You will get lost. You will get hurt. You will doubt yourself. But the mess is where the meaning is. I started as a pre-med student, failed a course I couldn't even pronounce, Croniac morphogenesis, switched to pre-law, switched again to journalism, and somewhere along the way, my grades fell apart. I hit a 1.8 GPA. The university suggested, very kindly, maybe you should take some time off. And at that point in my life, I felt like a failure. I was lost, but I wasn't done. One day, I was in my mother's beauty shop. I was helping her sweep the floor, and there was this older woman sitting under the hairdryer. She didn't know me. I didn't know her. But she kept staring at me. And finally, she took the dryer off her head and said something I will never forget. "Young man, I have a prophecy. You will travel the world and speak to millions of people. I laughed. I smiled politely. But deep inside, I didn't believe it. How could I? I was a 1.8 GPA dropout sweeping hair off a salon floor. But here's the beauty of life. Sometimes God plants a seed in someone else's voice so that it can grow inside your soul. Years later, that prophecy came true. Through my work, through film, through stories, I've spoken to millions. I've stood on stages across the world. I've looked into the eyes of people I'll never meet. And yet, I've touched them. And right now, I see you. Yes, you. The one who's tired. The one who's doubting. The one who keeps showing up, even when no one sees it. I see your heart. I see your dreams. I see the storm you've been through. And I want you to know you are still in the game. You are still called. You are still chosen. No mistake, no failure, no heartbreak can cancel what's been planted in you. So take the leap, fall hard, fall big, fall wild, and fall forward. Don't wait for everything to line up. Don't wait until you feel ready. You're never going to feel completely ready. Do it scared. Do it unsure. Do it shaking. But do it anyway. Because if you don't, the world will miss out on your light. So I challenge you right now to live a life that shakes the earth. Live a life that makes people stop and say, there was something powerful about them. Live a life that makes your future self proud. Don't play small. Don't hide your gifts. Don't dim your light. Burn bright. Speak boldly. Move fiercely. Love deeply. And when life hits you, when the mountain is steep, when the storm surrounds you, don't fall back. Fall forward. Let the world say, you were not afraid to fall. Let the world remember your fire. Let the ghosts around your bed be none. And when your time comes to leave this world, leave it empty. Leave it used up. Leave it with every drop of your purpose poured out. Because that is how legends are born. So go. Building risk, break, love, shatter limits, chase greatness. And when you fall, fall forward. Now I want to ask you something. After everything you've heard, after everything you've felt, will you go back to playing it safe, or will you rise and fall forward into your calling? If this message lit a fire in you, don't let it fade. Subscribe, not for me, but for you. For the version of you that refuses to settle. For the fighter, for the dreamer, for the comeback. Drop a comment below and tell me, what are you falling forward into? And share this with someone who's on the edge, someone who just needs one more push. Together, let's build a tribe of people who rise, who risk, who fall, and fall forward. I'll see you in the next one. Stay bold. Stay real. Stay unstoppable.